What's up, guys? Today is going to be a pretty simple video. We're just going to do a couples Q&A. I asked you guys on my Instagram to shoot in a bunch of questions, so Caelan and I are both going to be answering them. I'm going to also link Caelan's channel below so you guys can see. We're answering separate questions on both of our videos. We're both filming right now, so if you guys want to watch some more answers we have to your questions, go ahead and go to Caelan's channel. Yeah, let's just get right into it.
All right. You want me to pick one first?
Yep.
Okay. What's your favorite but weirdest quirk, trait, or thing about your partner? You want me to go first?
I'll go right away.
Okay. All right, you go.
Well, there's a lot of things you do that are like quirky and funny that I like. You sing all day long. Like you're singing a song always and you put like your heart and soul into it and it's so funny. But then also just like the noises and things you make, especially like right before bed.
Yeah.
You're doing the weirdest. But it's so funny. It's so funny. I didn't expect you to be as goofy as you are when we first met, which is a cool thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But probably singing the most. Like you sing all day long. I love it though. It's funny.
Mine for you, I feel like it's kind of similar. Like when I feel like you just feel like this at the beginning of a relationship. Like you just never know how weird someone could be.
Yeah.
And it's just so funny how comfortable we've gotten with each other. But I'm trying to think of like what my favorite thing is.
I was gonna say, is there anything specific?
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I don't know.
I feel like you sing a lot too.
Yeah, I do.
And you sing a lot and you always are like moving your toes around.
Yeah.
Like he's just he's laying down on the couch and he's moving his little toes around.
I have happy feet.
Yeah. So I think that's my favorite and like cutest thing you do.
Okay, we're gonna start off light. What's both of your favorite cheat meals of all time if you were to have one? It's tough because it changes every day.
I just feel like I like so much food.
Yeah. I guess right now, what would be like your ideal? In this very moment, what would you be craving? Anything in particular?
No, I think about food literally all the time. Yeah, you go first.
Okay, lately I've been dreaming of like gourmet bagel sandwiches.
That was kind of mine. Maybe because it's the morning though. Or it's 3 o'clock. It's literally, oh no, it's not 3, it's 1.
Yeah. Maybe it's because of the time. If it was like dinner time, it'd probably just be a steak. I'm very basic with, not basic. I love good food, but.
You like good quality, like.
Yeah, I want a nice steak,
yeah.
Potatoes, like I love stuff like that. Or like really nice Italian sounds good. Mm-hmm. But right now in this very moment, I would eat like a big, maybe even a couple, like different bagel sandwiches sounds amazing. Yes. And we also we're so guilty of like, we watch so much food videos. I don't know if I like have coerced you into that or if you've done that before, but I watch food videos all the time, and lately it's been a lot of like really nice sandwiches and bagel sandwiches and stuff like that, so I think I'm thinking about that the most, but that's what I would have right now.
Yeah, or like a really good burger with like sweet potato fries sounds really fucking fire.
Yeah. Like
a burger with like blue cheese.
Oh yeah, or like an egg on top maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do this one. What do you find the most attractive about one another?
You want to go first or do you want me to go?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay.
I think overall, there's so...
She's got nothing again.
No, I'm trying to make this like an essay. I'm trying not to say a lot. The most attractive thing about you is just how good of a heart you have. Like you're very like humble with everything you do. You're not like over the top, cocky, douchebag energy that like a lot of guys, especially in like the fitness space, like portray. And that's just gross. But you just have a really, really good heart, like at the end of the day.
Thanks.
And there's so many other things, but I feel like that's my number one. Like you just really, you care about the people in your life. You have a lot of love for them. This little heart of gold.
Mine was gonna be similar, so it's tough now. I like feel like I need to think of something completely original. One, like your sense of humor. I say it all the time. You're like so funny, and if I'm not laughing, then it's just like kind of a no-go for me. So I'm so happy that you're so funny. We're always laughing.
Yeah.
We could have no plans, just be in bed all day and we'll just be cracking up, which I love.
Yeah.
You have a really good sense of humor. We don't take ourselves too serious, which is nice.
Yeah.
Because with the bodybuilding stuff and all that shit, sometimes it is like really all like regimented and serious. So like to break that up with humor is nice. And then also just like the way you want everybody to win is just like a very special and unique thing. Like a lot of people now I feel like have like disdain or like are envious of people's success, but like any friends that you have that are doing well, or if I'm doing well, or whatever the case may be, you're like so genuinely happy, and that's cool to see that you like root for everybody that you like. So. Okay, next question. How do you stay true to yourself with so much social media influence these days? We can both give our own take on it.
Yeah, where do I begin with this? Okay, well, from like my viewpoint, like I don't have like a crazy following, so it's like
you have a large platform,
but it's like it's not that much in the grand scheme of things. Like there's people out there that are, you know, 4 million followers, like fucking you know C-Bone or whatever. But like I never wanted to get into social media just to like
be famous kind of
thing.
thing?
Or just like portray something that I wasn't.
Yeah. Or
just to keep up with like these viral trends. I have a very, very hard time leaning into like even like trending sounds. I'm like, this is so annoying. Like, I'll go on a reel, like the Reels page, and it's the same shit. And I'm not saying that my content is unique because it's truly not, but it's just like stuff I like to post. And I think like I feel like as we've gotten older and as we've continued to get more into the fitness space, you just have like kind of a good radar of like people that are like genuinely showing up as themselves or people that are just trying to be something else. So it's like, I don't want anybody to view me as that. That was a lot of words.
You want to redo it or?
I don't know. Like I just feel like I just said so much without saying anything. At the end of the day, I have a good radar on other people, and I just would never want somebody else to like perceive me and be like, oh, she's just trying really hard to be like a figure that she's not. So that's my thing.
Well, I don't want to speak for like the both of us, but I think we both do really have like a strong sense of who we are. We're like really comfortable with who we are. And I think if we came into like the social media thing with like a bunch of deep-rooted insecurities or just the need for validation, it would have been different. And I think some people do, and that's how they end up playing a character of themselves, and then that just never lasts.
Yeah.
I think if you want to be like genuine and grow like a real sort of like audience or platform with people that support you, they want to get to know the real you. And like you said, like 6 months, 8 months, 10 months down the road, people are going to sniff that out. Like you can't just pretend forever. So I think we just kind of know who we are and we lean into it. And if you like it, cool, get on board. If not, then that's okay too.
Yeah.
Oh, and I guess one last thing is I think we do a good job of like staying interactive with people. A lot of people like will blow up or whatever, and then they kind of just stopped engaging with people as like they feel as if they're better than everybody else.
Yeah, just like not responding to DMs.
Yeah, or comments or whatever the case may be. And I think that also hurts a lot of people. I think also like, of course I want to give somebody like a good experience meeting me, and some people like lose touch in that. They think they're better than you, so they kind of don't interact or try to help anybody. And I think that's important because like if I had a bad experience when I was first starting out, I went to the Arnold and I met a couple of people in the industry and they were very off-putting, and I'll remember that forever, and I don't want to be that for somebody else. I'd rather have someone think very highly of me and you responded and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So just staying true to that. I got one.
Okay. Hit it.
It says, did your relationship change when you took the next step? Which, aka like when I started becoming when I started becoming enhanced. Did it change the relationship?
No.
No. I think some people get it twisted that you start taking stuff and you become like a supervillain or something, or you become like an egomaniac. One, I think, I mean, maybe for some people they go a little crazy, but I think that also stems from just deep-rooted insecurities or
your mental state.
Yeah.
If you're not in a good mental state, you shouldn't be taking stuff.
Yeah, and some people just do it anyways. I have like a really good sense of like who I am, and I'm a very mellow guy these days. I don't have anything I need to prove to anybody. I don't need to be a big tough guy. I just do what I do because I like doing it, and I think, gear hasn't changed the way I view myself.
No.
Or the way I feel about myself or the way I feel about you. So I don't think it's really changed anything at all. I mean, from my perspective.
Like your sex drive, you could talk about that.
Okay.
Because you already got a question on that.
Yeah. I guess to bring it into another question was like, how has the prep affected my energy, sex life, our dynamic, and all that kind of stuff? I mean, I'm more tired than normal for sure, but because I'm enhanced as well, like sort of just like a bunny rabbit, it just doesn't really go away. The sex drive just does not go away. It's like I can be so exhausted and I'm just ready to go. It just is the way it is. But when, obviously I haven't been on it for very long, like, well, almost a year now, or a little over a year now. But I had done 4 shows previously, natural, which you can go to my fitness journey video I posted a couple weeks ago. You can check that out. But back then, being natural, of course, yeah, it was horrible. It was horrible. Low energy, no sex drive, just like, it was bad. Yeah. Especially like the last 6 or so weeks. But because I'm enhanced now, it just doesn't, just always ready, always ready to go. Yeah. Yeah, my libido hasn't changed much, but I am very tired now. Like, I'm taking naps like an old man, but I also don't sleep very well. I don't know, it's this whole thing, but the dynamic of our relationship, from my perspective, hasn't changed at all. We're rock solid, which is awesome. Yeah. It's been fun. What about you? I mean, you've been dieting for a while now, too.
Yeah.
You're natural.
I am.
Has it affected drive?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I feel like girls get hit a bit harder.
For sure.
In my opinion.
Well, I feel like, because test is still the driver for a woman's sex drive, isn't it? So, like, having low test already and then getting on a deficit, being in a deficit for a long time, I'm sure it affects your sex drive, like, pretty substantially.
Well, yeah, regardless. And then, like, if women have all these phases throughout the month, like, during their menstrual cycle, so it's just, like, filled with highs and lows. And then just, yeah, I feel like being in a deficit
just does it. Energy's low. Yeah. How are you feeling? Low energy? Tired?
I've been good lately because I'm on a little diet break, so I get a little bit more carbs right now. But yeah, I'm glad that I have a little bit more food so I can show up a little bit better for you.
No, you're fine.
No, it just helps though.
Yeah. Okay. Next question is, how do I talk to a gym girl when I have no riz with women? I mean, coming from a female, is that disrespectful? People don't like female. Coming from a woman's perspective. Yeah. Maybe it's more important you answer first because.
Yeah. Well, as I go back to the whole radar thing.
Yeah.
I would just assess the situation. Like, does she appear to have a man? One, let's make sure. Then from there, I would just see like if she has like maybe like a down period when she's training. Do not go up to her like as she's about to fucking get under the barbell.
Yeah.
And if she's like also like, I definitely have like an RBF, like a resting bitch face. And if she also is presenting herself that way and you might be like, oh, scared to approach her, maybe it's not the right time. But maybe if there is a time period where you guys make like eye contact, just a good smile is a good way to start. Maybe you guys smile at each other for months and then you finally go up to her. Yeah, like if she looks approachable and like not like ready, she's not in there just to train and just get in and out, then go up, ask her if she's gonna compete. That's a nice thing to hear. Are you competing? Yeah.
That's a good good intro.
Or like, have you ever competed? I don't know, say she's like really strong. Yeah. She's like curling 5s, but I would just give her like a nice compliment that's not like about her body. Like, don't be like, wow, your glutes are insane. Because I'd be like,
you got a fat ass.
Yeah, I'd be like, you're fucking crazy. So assess the situation. Hopefully she looks semi-approachable and doesn't have a ring on her finger, and then give her a nice compliment. Don't expect too much, but it's worth a shot. Yeah.
Yeah, I think timing's everything. Just like an appropriate time. She's got her headphones in and she's in the middle of training or whatever, or even just resting and looks exhausted. Like the last thing a sweaty, at least I would think, so a girl who's sweating, dead tired is gonna like want to stop and try to be cute for a guy, or feel like she's in a good spot to be talking. So like just. Maybe if you're both warming up, just say, hey, I see you here all the time. I'm blah, blah, blah. And then just leave it at that. And over time, you start to talk a little more, chat a little more. And I think maybe like a little more of a slow burn as opposed to just forcing something.
If you do see them there like frequently, being like, I see you like working hard. That's a good way to approach them. Yeah. Just be like, keep up the good work, shit like that. Or you could always just look at your gym's location and try to find their Instagram.
Yeah, you could stalk them always.
Yeah. I think that's the best way to go about it.
Yeah. Just play it slow.
Yeah.
Okay, we got another one. How to not compare yourself to exes or have retrospective jealousy. Dun, dun, dun. Well, at least, okay, I'll start. My perspective is like an ex is an ex for a reason. And with that being said, like they ended for a reason. Yeah. So I guess I'm not really too concerned about what went on in the past. and I don't think we'd be together now if we were still hung up on anybody in our past emotionally. At least I wouldn't, and knowing that I wouldn't, I just know you wouldn't either. We're very similar in a lot of ways, and I just don't think we would have jumped into a relationship. Well, we didn't even jump it. We had the slow building relationship. I don't think we would have committed if we knew that each other were still hung up on the past or exes or things like that. We were fully committed to one another. So there hasn't been a single string of insecurity about somebody in the past coming back up and stealing her away from me or something like that. Like, I'm very comfortable and confident that and I just know, like, I'm a good dude. So, like, if you wanted to go back to somebody that broke your heart, I guess it's kind of like your loss.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
I feel like, that's the viewpoint we both have. And I think we both have like learned a lot from just like past situations and stuff.
For sure.
Like, and we know we brought that into this relationship, and we're like, okay, we know that X, Y, and Z will not happen because we know how that felt. We know, you know, all that.
Yeah.
And I guess we could kind of talk about how like social media and jealousy, but I feel like we've kind of talked about this on both of our pages. But it doesn't hurt to like touch on it.
To brush on it, yeah, because that more than anything, I guess, would be like, I've never worried about an ex or anything like that, but definitely in the beginning, I mean, I wouldn't say like threatened, but at the same time, just like, you know, like it's like a very odd position to be in when we're both have, oh my fucking god, I'm gonna kill
a malfunction.
Yeah, the camera heated up, so gotta not restart, but where do we leave
Finish
off?
up this question.
Social media. In the beginning, I think I was talking about the beginning, maybe.
Like feeling threatened.
Yeah, not really. Just like nervous. You never really know, I guess. You just don't really know, and I don't think it's normal for humans to face that much interaction and attention from people. So it's like a little overwhelming, maybe at first. But we quickly like established like insane communication skills. I think we've just both have had it. We're just so open and honest with each other. We have like a strong foundation of trust. So like, I don't even worry at all anymore. I don't even think about it, to be honest. Like, I'm not worried at all. I think, this is the most happy and healthy of a relationship I've ever been in my life. And that's why it's been such a breeze. And I see it lasting until I maybe have a heart attack and die or something.
Bouncing off of that, I feel like this is a very common topic that's like talked about now, is that people just think that, with like social media and just like how different dating is now versus 10 years ago, maybe even. I don't even know when like dating apps came out, or when the fuck did social media get poppin'? 15 years ago, probably. People think there's like a lot of distractions out there and just like a lot of temptations, or somebody's constantly looking for something better. And like maybe that's stemming from like something within you that you aren't fully like at peace with. Because I feel like if you're constantly looking for something better, or you think that there's something better out there, then you're probably like not at peace with yourself and who you would want to be as a partner, if that makes sense.
Well, and you'll never be present, truly.
Yeah, like if that's your constant mindset, then you truly probably have no business dating around.
Yeah.
But given you're gonna date around regardless, like, because you might be younger or something, or maybe you're just going through something. But yeah, both of us, I feel like we know who we are, we know how we like show up for each other as partners, and there's no need to go about and entertain other things or just like any of that.
Yeah, if that were the case, I don't think we'd be ready for a serious relationship.
Yeah, we wouldn't be living together, we wouldn't be across the country together.
Yeah.
All that. So.
I think it's one thing, if you're just dating around, like, by all means explore as many options as you want, figure out who you like the most or whatever the case may be. But if you're locked in on a relationship and you're spending time like debating on if there's something better for you, then you're probably in a really bad relationship.
Yeah.
Or you're not present enough to fully appreciate what you have now. Because the grass is always greener, and sometimes people spend so much time wondering what else there is instead of just appreciating what they have. So I like what I have, so.
Same.
Yeah. But the camera's probably gonna die again here, and it's heating up. So I think we're gonna cut this off here.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. As always, GetRawNutrition.com, code Johnny. That's to help support me. Gymreapers, code Johnny. That helps support me. Regiment. If you guys are looking for some jewelry, they just dropped like a whole ice collection, so that's kind of cool. You can get a nice Cuban link chains or bracelets and stuff. Code Johnny as well from Regiment. That helps support me.
Our future family. No, I'm kidding. There was a lot of questions about kids that we didn't get into.
Yeah,
but,
maybe the next one.
Yeah, it's just we're so young still. So.
Dark Sport, code Caelan.
Code K.
Code K.
CAE. But.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Much love, guys. We'll see you in the next one.